We're associates of your business partner, Marcellus Wallace.
Deep shadow conditions.
Give me 4 hours.
Samuel L. Jackson stands as one of Hollywood's most significant and versatile actors. Known for his commanding presence and intense performances, Jackson has shaped the film industry over the course of more than 5 decades. His career is marked by a remarkable range of roles across genres, from action blockbusters to critically acclaimed dramas. What sets Jackson apart is not just his prolific output, but also his ability to inject a unique energy into every character he portrays. He's been called one of the most bankable stars in Hollywood, with his films grossing billions at the box office. Jackson's style is unmistakable, defined by his deep voice, sharp delivery, and unapologetic authenticity. His characters often exude a sense of authority, whether they are anti-heroes, villains, or heroes themselves. He's made his mark in a variety of franchises, most notably the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Star Wars, but his breakout role in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction cemented his place in cinematic history. Jackson's lines have become iconic, his personality larger than life. From the notorious Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction to the unyielding Nick Fury in the Marvel films, Jackson's characters continue to resonate in popular culture, making him not only a beloved actor, but also a cultural icon. Samuel Leroy Jackson was born on December 21, 1948 in Washington, D.C. Raised primarily in Chattanooga, Tennessee, he spent his early years under the care of his mother, Elizabeth Jackson, who worked as a factory worker, and his father, Roy Jackson, who had separated from his mother when Samuel was a child. This early absence of a father figure in Jackson's life shaped much of his youth and character. Growing up in the segregated South during the 1950s and 1960s, he experienced firsthand the impact of racial inequality, which influenced his later activism and roles in Hollywood. Jackson's family background was modest, but it gave him a grounded sense of perspective that would later be reflected in the authenticity of his performances. Despite facing financial struggles, Jackson's early life was enriched by a strong sense of community. It was in Chattanooga, a city that was part of the Southern Civil Rights Movement, that Jackson's consciousness about racial justice began to form. These early experiences would go on to inspire not only his personal life, but also some of the most powerful roles he would play on screen. After high school, Jackson went on to attend Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, a historically black college. This decision would prove to be pivotal for his future, both in terms of his education and his development as a young man. It was at Morehouse that Jackson's interest in the arts and acting was sparked. However, his journey to Hollywood was not a straightforward one. Initially, he pursued a path in architecture, but his passion for acting eventually took precedence. His time at Morehouse also coincided with a critical period in American history, the Civil Rights Movement. Jackson was not a passive observer to the political and social upheavals of the 1960s. He became an active participant in the struggle for equality, using his voice and his presence to challenge the status quo. Jackson's involvement in the Civil Rights Movement was a defining aspect of his early life. He joined the movement in his youth and participated in several protests. The influence of figures like Martin Luther King Jr. and the events surrounding the Civil Rights Act of 1964 had a lasting impact on him. As a young man, he recognized the power of protest and the significance of making one's voice heard in the face of oppression. This commitment to activism and justice would continue to shape Jackson's personal and professional life, influencing the roles he chose and the messages he conveyed through his performances. By the time Jackson graduated from Morehouse in the late 1960s, he had already been deeply immersed in activism, and this spirit of resistance carried over into his career. He later reflected on how the civil rights struggles of his youth gave him the courage to take bold steps in his acting career, and how those experiences shaped the powerful, unapologetic performances that became his signature in Hollywood. In the early years after college, Jackson moved to New York City, where he joined a theater company and began to hone his craft. During this time, he also attended acting classes, where he met influential people who would later help shape his career. The transition from the stage to the big screen, however, was not an easy one. Jackson spent several years struggling to find significant roles, often relegated to small, unremarkable parts. However, the lessons he learned during his time as an activist and in his theater experience helped him refine his unique approach to acting. Jackson's raw energy, combined with his ability to channel the anger and frustration he felt about racial injustice, allowed him to bring authenticity to his performances in ways that few actors could. Samuel L. Jackson's early life laid the foundation for his later success. Growing up in the racially charged environment of the South, attending Morehouse College during a time of political unrest, and participating in the civil rights movement, all played a significant role in shaping Jackson's worldview. These experiences not only fueled his activism, but also influenced the roles he took on in Hollywood. His journey from struggling actor to worldwide superstar is a testament to his resilience, passion, and unique ability to blend his life experiences with his craft. Samuel L. Jackson's journey to becoming one of Hollywood's most iconic actors was anything but smooth. After graduating from Morehouse College, Jackson moved to New York City to pursue his dream of acting. It wasn't long before he immersed himself in the world of theater, where he began his career on the stage. Jackson joined a theater company and took acting classes to develop his skills, participating in productions that ranged from Broadway plays to off-Broadway performances. His early stage work provided the foundation for his later film roles, allowing him to hone his craft and gain experience in a more intimate setting. While his theater background gave him confidence in his abilities, Jackson's transition from stage to screen proved more challenging. His early career in television and film consisted largely of minor roles and guest appearances, which often went unnoticed. He appeared in several TV shows during the late 1970s and early 1980s, but his parts were typically small and lacked the depth that would eventually showcase his full potential. These early TV roles didn't provide the breakthrough he was hoping for, and Jackson struggled to land major film roles. Jackson's early difficulties in landing significant film roles were compounded by the industry's tendency to typecast black actors, often relegating them to stereotypical roles that didn't allow them to show their full range. For a long time, Jackson found himself in bit parts that did little to help establish him as a leading actor. However, his persistence and dedication to his craft kept him going. During this period of struggle, Jackson worked tirelessly, knowing that his time would eventually come. He believed in his ability and understood that despite the challenges, each experience was a step forward in his journey. Jackson's big break came in 1989 when he began collaborating with renowned director Spike Lee. Lee's work often focused on race, identity, and the African-American experience, themes that resonate deeply with Jackson. Their first collaboration, Do the Right Thing, 1989, marked a turning point in Jackson's career. Although Jackson had already gained some attention in the theater world, Do the Right Thing showcased his incredible talent on the big screen. Jackson played Mr. Senor Love Daddy, a charismatic and wise radio DJ, whose role, though relatively minor in terms of screen time, made a lasting impact. His performance was both vibrant and memorable, helping to establish him as a talented actor who could shine even in smaller parts. Following the success of Do the Right Thing, Jackson continued his collaboration with Spike Lee, appearing in films such as Jungle Fever, 1991, and Malcolm X, 1992, where his roles continued to grow in significance. But it was his breakout role in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, 1994, that truly catapulted Jackson into the stratosphere of Hollywood stardom. Jackson's portrayal of Jules Winfield, a hitman with a philosophical edge, became one of the most iconic roles in cinema history. His performance was not only critically acclaimed, but also immortalized by some of the most quotable lines in film, including the famous "Say what again?" in Pulp Fiction. Jackson's character of Jules delivers intense monologues that blend humor with gravitas, capturing the complex nature of his character. This role earned Jackson widespread recognition and an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor. The film itself became a cultural phenomenon, solidifying both Tarantino's reputation as a director and Jackson's status as one of Hollywood's most exciting and versatile actors. Jackson's performance was praised for its depth and charisma, and it's difficult to imagine Pulp Fiction without his unforgettable presence. Samuel L. Jackson's career is not just marked by his prolific output, but also by the numerous accolades and recognitions he has garnered over the years. One of the most significant milestones in his career came in 1994, when he earned his first Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor for his role as Jules Winfield in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction. The film itself was a game-changer for both Jackson and the industry, becoming a cultural touchstone and helping to redefine independent cinema. Though he didn't win the Oscar that year, the nomination solidified Jackson's place as one of the top actors in Hollywood and opened doors for him to take on even more diverse and high-profile roles. Jackson's critical success didn't stop with the Academy Award nomination. He received numerous other prestigious nominations throughout his career. Notably, he earned a Golden Globe nomination for his role in The Negotiator, 1998, a gripping thriller that showcased his range as an actor. Additionally, he was nominated for a BAFTA Award for Best Actor in a supporting role for his performance in Pulp Fiction, further cementing his status as one of the finest actors of his generation. Jackson's ability to juggle a range of roles from intense dramas to comedic characters proved his versatility and won him the respect of critics and industry peers alike. In addition to these accolades, Samuel L. Jackson has received recognition in more unique and personal ways. In 2009, he was awarded a Guinness World Record for having the most screen credits of any actor in film history. With his unparalleled work ethic and extensive filmography, Jackson amassed hundreds of acting credits across television and film, spanning a variety of genres. This record reflects not only his prolific career but also his dedication to his craft. It's a testament to Jackson's ability to remain relevant in an ever-changing industry, continually delivering standout performances throughout his career. Outside of his cinematic achievements, Samuel L. Jackson has led a fulfilling personal life, grounded in family, relationships, and philanthropic efforts. Jackson has been married to LaTanya Richardson, a distinguished actress and producer, since 1980. Their relationship has been a cornerstone of his personal life. Together, they have one daughter, Zoe, who was born in 1982. Jackson has often spoken about the importance of his family and how they have been a strong source of support throughout his career. Despite his immense fame, Jackson has managed to maintain a relatively private and stable family life, focusing on the values of love, commitment, and mutual respect. Beyond his family, Jackson is also well known for his philanthropy and involvement in various charitable causes. He has used his platform to support the arts, particularly initiatives that aim to provide greater opportunities for underrepresented groups in the film industry. He's been an advocate for civil rights and has often used his status to promote social justice and equality. In particular, Jackson has supported causes that focus on education, such as his involvement with Morehouse College, where he made a significant contribution to a scholarship fund. His work within the community reflects his commitment to the same values that have shaped his career and activism. Jackson's activism is also reflected in his outspoken political views, particularly regarding racial inequality and police brutality. Throughout his career, he has been vocal about issues affecting the African American community, using his platform to speak out against injustices both in the United States and globally. His advocacy for the Black Lives Matter movement and other civil rights causes has earned him respect as not just an entertainer, but also an influential voice in the fight for social change. His philanthropic efforts and activism have made him an important figure, not just in Hollywood, but in the broader conversation about race, equality, and justice. While Samuel L. Jackson's career has largely been one of admiration and success, like many public figures, he has faced his share of controversies over the years. One of the most prominent aspects of Jackson's public life has been his outspoken political views. He has never shied away from expressing his opinions, and this has often sparked debate, particularly when he has spoken out about issues like racism, police violence, and political corruption. Jackson has consistently used his platform to criticize public figures and policies that he believes are detrimental to marginalized communities. His outspokenness has at times led to criticism from those who believe celebrities should remain neutral on political matters. However, Jackson has always maintained that his responsibility as a public figure includes using his influence to speak out about issues that matter to him. His ability to remain unapologetic in his views has earned him both praise and backlash, but it is clear that Jackson sees his public platform as a tool for social change rather than simply a means for personal gain. In addition to his political outspokenness, Jackson has also faced scrutiny for his past struggles with addiction. In the early years of his career, Jackson battled drug and alcohol addiction, a challenge that threatened to derail his promising future in Hollywood. However, Jackson was open about his struggles and has spoken candidly about his journey to recovery. He has often reflected on how his addiction, which began during his early years in New York City, impacted both his personal and professional life. It was only after entering recovery that Jackson was able to fully focus on his career and become the iconic actor he is today. Jackson's honesty about his past struggles with addiction and his commitment to overcoming them has earned him respect. His story has inspired many who face similar challenges, showing that with determination and support, it is possible to turn one's life around. Despite the challenges he faced, Jackson's ability to rise above them has only added to his legacy, highlighting his resilience and commitment to personal growth. Samuel L. Jackson's career is one of extraordinary achievement, but it has also been marked by a candidness about his personal life, his activism, and his past struggles. His ability to use his platform for positive change, despite facing both public scrutiny and personal challenges, has made him a revered figure not just in Hollywood, but in the larger cultural landscape. Whether through his acting, philanthropy, or advocacy, Jackson continues to inspire and influence generations of fans and activists alike. Samuel L. Jackson's influence on both pop culture and the film industry is immeasurable. His contributions to cinema go beyond his impressive body of work. He has also played a pivotal role in shaping the way audiences think about race, representation, and performance in Hollywood. Jackson's impact is largely rooted in the iconic roles he has played over the years, with characters such as Jules Winfield in Pulp Fiction, Mace Windu in Star Wars, and Nick Fury in the Marvel Cinematic Universe becoming integral parts of popular culture. His presence in these films transcended the scripts, with his trademark delivery and larger-than-life personality, making every line he spoke memorable. Quotes like, "Say what again?" from Pulp Fiction, and "I've had it with these motherfemai snakes on this motherfein plane" from Snakes on a Plane have entered the cultural lexicon, becoming part of everyday conversation and solidifying Jackson as a household name. Jackson's ability to bring gravitas to every character, no matter how large or small, has left a lasting imprint on cinema. His impact isn't just about the roles he's played, it's also about the way he changed the narrative for Black actors in Hollywood. Jackson's success and versatility in a range of roles from action hero to dramatic lead demonstrated that Black actors could not only be cast in diverse roles, but could also become leading figures in the industry. By refusing to be pigeonholed into stereotypical roles, Jackson helped break down barriers and opened doors for future generations of Black actors. Beyond his work on screen, Jackson's mentorship and support of other actors has had a profound effect on Hollywood. Many actors, both Black and non-Black, cite Jackson as an influence and a role model for his dedication to his craft and his perseverance in the face of adversity. He has used his status to support emerging talent, encouraging young actors to pursue their dreams and to approach the industry with a sense of pride and resilience. Jackson's openness about his struggles, both professionally and personally, has made him a mentor figure in Hollywood, someone who helps pave the way for the next wave of talent while continuing to push for greater inclusivity and representation in the industry. As one of Hollywood's most successful and prolific actors, Samuel L. Jackson has accumulated an impressive net worth throughout his career. His estimated net worth is around $250 million, a testament to his decades of work in the entertainment industry. Jackson's wealth comes not only from his extensive acting career, but also from various business ventures and investments outside of Hollywood. His involvement in film franchises such as Star Wars and the Marvel Cinematic Universe has played a significant role in his financial success. For his work in these franchises, Jackson has earned substantial paychecks, with his role as Nick Fury in the MCU alone bringing in millions. His iconic characters have made him a sought-after figure for major studio productions, resulting in lucrative deals and long-term financial stability. In addition to his earnings from acting, Jackson has invested in various business ventures, including a line of wines and other entrepreneurial endeavors. His diverse investments have helped him maintain financial security, even after the peak of his acting career. Jackson's acumen for business and investments has made him not only a Hollywood legend, but also a savvy businessman. Furthermore, Jackson has been involved in numerous endorsement deals over the years, lending his image and voice to a range of products and brands. These deals have added millions to his fortune, further cementing his status as one of the most commercially successful actors in Hollywood. Jackson's ability to transition from actor to entrepreneur showcases his broad talents and highlights his versatility both on and off the screen. His ventures outside acting have been a key component of his impressive financial portfolio, ensuring that his wealth continues to grow long after his prime years in film. Samuel L. Jackson's journey from a young man struggling to find his place in Hollywood to become one of the most influential and successful actors of his generation is a testament to his resilience, talent, and unwavering commitment to his craft. His iconic roles, unforgettable quotes, and boundary-breaking performances have solidified his legacy in pop culture and the film industry. More than just an actor, Jackson has been a mentor, an advocate for change, and a force for greater representation in Hollywood. His contributions to cinema and his commitment to social justice have left an indelible mark that will inspire generations to come. With a career spanning decades, Jackson's impact extends beyond his vast filmography. From breaking racial barriers to building a financial empire through smart investments and endorsements, he has proven that true success comes from both talent and determination. His story is one of triumph against the odds, and his influence will continue to resonate long after the credits roll. Samuel L. Jackson is not just a Hollywood icon. He is a cultural phenomenon whose legacy is as timeless as the roles he has portrayed on the big screen.